is Travis Williams. You would think that was a man, but it is not. She is a head stylist of a company called Approachable Style. Decoding Business Casual. This is the title of her presentation. Often they will say you should dress for an interview and wear business casual, and that means very different things to different people. And so Travis is going to decode that for us and tell us what that means, and it's going to be applying to males and females, using style to reach your goals. And so her background says, for as long as Travis could remember, she has been giving styling advice to friends and family, each time considering the message a recommended outfit would send out to the world. Her vision for Approachable Style is to elevate a person's personal style and self-confidence during life transitions. Whether a person is pursuing a new or different career path, moving up the corporate ladder, entering a different season in their life, it is Travis's goal to support these big moments through wardrobe. Having attained experience styling the professional model on the runway to the everyday woman or man in their home, Travis has acquired time and efficiency skills, a keen eye in styling various body types, adapting to different personal needs. Her extensive background as a physical therapist assistant has taught her patience and empathy, especially for those going through life transitions. As a result, she leads each personal styling service with compassion and encouragement, and never forcing her own style agendas on a client. I actually think she looks great, and I'm thinking that we're all going to look this good after we hear her talk. Travis Williams.
My name is Travis Williams, and I am the personal stylist and owner of Approachable Style. And first, I just want to thank Shannon for having me here on today, and everyone here from Launchpad Job Club. Now, with that being said, I have been helping women achieve their career goals through one-on-one styling and like the workshop that we're at on today. My vision for Approachable Style is to help women with their personal style through their wardrobe when going through a major transition in life. And that can be whether it's a new job, a change in your relationship, body, or just maybe you're retiring from your career elsewhere, and just to help support you on that path. So just a little bit background on me. I'm from New Orleans, and if any one of you has ever been there, of course, I love the food, the people, the culture. My mom works and still does work as a special needs instructor in the school system, and my dad is a CPA. So far, as long as I can remember, my dad has always worked for himself. So I guess that's where I wanted to work for myself, which is being an entrepreneur, but it's still a little intimidating for me at times. My career did not start out as a stylist. I have been educated as a physical therapist assistant, so I practice as a therapist by day and a personal stylist in the evenings. And then I didn't start to consider styling until I moved to Austin about 6 years ago, and I started to work for some different nonprofit organizations. I assisted with other stylists on photo shoots and fashion shows to improve myself and see if it was a career I wanted to go into. But then after that, I was like, well, how do I even go about the business of personal styling? And I took a course from a local company here. It's called The Paid Stylist. And the ladies there really helped me launch my own personal styling business. And I now have been in business for a year now. So just still figuring and navigating that path. So on today, our workshop is called Decoding Business Style, Business Casual, using style to help you reach your career goals. And on today, I'm going to help you. You're going to have tips and resources where you're going to be able to decode business style attire. Also, we're going to look at some wardrobe essentials, learning how to purchase quality pieces at any budget. And then we're going to look at how do I wear this, and this is where I'm going to get some of your participation. By the end of today's workshop, you are going to see how style will not only increase your workplace, but also your mood. You'll be able to find looks that are more becoming and fitting in the business casual industry. And also just to be able to help you create looks where your wardrobe is going to support your career goals and beyond. So guys, in preparation for today, I want to do a little bit of research to see what your peers are saying in this industry, mainly tech. I understand a lot of you guys are in the tech industry. And I came across an article by The Strategist. And so we have some style pendulums here. So first they talked about the Mark Zuckerbergs with the hoodie and t-shirt, and then your Steve Jobs where you have the black turtleneck and denim jeans. And one of the, he was the chief marketing officer, his name is Ryan Benici, and he is a tech person, has worked for Microsoft as well. His opinion was that there is no one size fits all, and that one should look at the last page of the company or the website of that company that they are researching. And then one of his counterparts, which is Stephen Milbank, who is co-founder of a tech company in New York, his opinion was of the same, but they both agree that there are considered smart options, right, or a safe option. So we're going to take a little quiz today, and I have some handouts, if anyone can help me. And then once you get your packet, I would love for you to take out the sheet that says Style Misconceptions. So once you get your quiz out, go ahead and start to answer those questions on there. Misconceptions. So the first one is, any attire in the tech industry goes. Right? And then the next one is, if I'm not sure of the dress culture for an interview, I should wear a Willie Nelson t-shirt, a casual pant and blazer, or my favorite football team hat. And then we have, what I wear has no impact on my performance or a movie. Would anybody want to be brave enough to go into detail why any attire does not go in the tech industry and business casual period in Austin? Yes, yes.
It depends on the level that you are. I mean, I have a photo of a kid with me, of a recording academy, and learning the law, taking over the world, and how they dress, it's really interesting. So I used to wear blazers all the time. And the person now is being stuck in the nose. So I'm going through, you know what I mean? But I'm seeing that, I'm seeing that based on a lot of other companies like that. People have their fashion, for instance, downtown. You look at it in the 80s, I mean, it was admired. It's a really good kids. Doing amazing things, but they don't really care about, outdoor attire. They care about a smart show.
Right. Katie.
I'm a little bit on the professional side how I like to dress, but I do know that the tech industry, and here in Austin especially, is casual. And if you want to fit into your culture, into your team, you come in a full three-piece suit, or everybody else is wearing jeans and a clean shirt, sharp shirt. You're going to kind of, be the one kind of sticking out a little bit as far as your culture-wise. So I think a lot of it is, there's a lot of casual dress that's here, especially.
Right.
As long as it's tasteful. I've seen girls come to church though in at a time girls with spaghetti strings, with their bras wetter than that. I mean, engineers and jeans, and I even think that's appropriate. It's going too far, and no one seems to care. It's like, I think that's as long as if you're not in a nightclub, you're at work.
Yeah, I don't know too much.
Austin is pretty laid back. Just it's common sense.
It's so common.
Depends on the environment. Even Zuckerberg, when he testified at the Senate, wore a suit.
I saw that when I did my research. There were a lot of pictures of him in the suits. Yeah. So all of those are a good point, though. So I know that all of you are career rock stars, right? And that you have been on the website pages and the glass pages of these companies that you are looking into. So what does all of that even mean? So just based on some information that I gathered, we're just taking a look at what that means as far as business casual. casual slacks, professional jeans, tailored tops, khaki sweaters, casual shoes, blazers, crop pants. It's really similar for the men as well. Sweaters, khakis, slacks, polo shirt, a blazer or vest, casual button-down shirts, and casual shoes. So based on all of the information that is acquired, how does one achieve a wardrobe where your wardrobe is going to align with your career goals as well? And I've been auditing closets for some time now, and one thing I noticed is that a lot of people lack basics, or what you would call wardrobe essentials. And that can seem like a fancy word to some, but all that means is that you're just lacking the basics in your closet. So think of wardrobe essentials as a Swiss Army knife tool. So your Swiss Army knife tool is a multi-tool. It's going to give you different options, and it always has your bag. So let's go into some of these things. So you're going to take out your Swiss Army knife tool. That's the next handout, your wardrobe essentials. That's why I had different ones for men and women. And some of these items are going to look familiar to you. If they look like some alien symbols, we're going to go through everything. Don't worry. And then on the back of that sheet, you will find there's going to be a list of items in a line to the right of it. And I'll give you some time to go through that as well. You want to write in if you have something similar to that particular item. And if you don't, I would love for you to put a check mark next to it. What this does, this gives you an idea of where you're lacking or if you have any holes in your closet. Or it gives you a really concise shopping list as well. A lot of us go to the store, it's a lot of anxiety, you're there for hours, and then you leave and you still don't have anything. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to look at some of those items and mark off if you have it or not, you have something similar to it. So we'll kind of touch on the ladies' wardrobe essentials, and a lot of these items you probably already have in your wardrobe. One thing I would like to point out to, this is the lady, I'm not sure of your name in the back, she mentioned about fitting into the culture of the company, but also, to Tammy's point, also looking elevated as well. And so it's possible to be able to do both. So I would say to have like a modern approach to fit in with the culture of the company, especially in tech where there are going to be a lot younger people there and their dress is a little different, but you don't have to dress exactly like them. Let's go with some more tailored clothing and lines, making sure that the hemline is where it needs to be, a straighter leg, a nice casual shoe, things like that, dark blue denim, a nice button down, a nice t-shirt, and that's gonna keep your look elevated, but also where you fit in with the culture as well. And for the men as well, for the men and the women, I really would suggest a really nice streamlined tennis shoe. I think is really elevating to your look, but you also are fitting in with the culture. So guys, now we're going to look at specific work scenarios that you may be put in to be able to implement some of these wardrobe essentials. So our first one I'm calling first impressions, where you're meeting with the hiring manager. This is your interview look. And so this is what I'm calling a smart look. A smart look is a safe option. A blazer, casual pant, a button-up shirt, or even if it's a t-shirt, but if you have a blazer on top of it. I think it's always a smart or safe look when going for an interview. And then our next scenario, this is going to be lunch with your peers, and you see that these folks are definitely a lot more dressed down in their approach and fitting in with everyone there. There are going to be times where you have to meet with your managers, your VPs. Also team building. And so just keeping it casual and cool, but still elevated and comfortable. And then my last one I'm calling is comfortable and elevated. I know here in Austin, we have a lot of people who ride their bikes or using different types of transportation. The traffic is getting crazy. And also traveling. A lot of you will be traveling for business. And I put this on here because when traveling, you will be representing not only yourself, but your company. And so you want to show up, you know, looking elevated and comfortable at the same time. So we're going to talk about quality at any budget. When you're going out with your shopping list that you now have, let's take a look at the construction of the item. How is that item made? And also the finishing. Is the hem coming loose? Is the stitching coming unraveled? That's a good way to indicate a quality item. And then also prints. Even if you're not spending a lot of money, making sure that the prints match up at the seam is an indication of a great quality piece. And metal closures, this is one chosen just because they are going to last you a lot longer than the plastic closure, button zippers, things like that. And a sturdy seam. I wouldn't be shy to just kind of take a little pull at it, not hard, but just to see if it'll hold up for you. And then next is the wrinkle test. So what I would suggest is holding the fabric in your hand for a few seconds and then letting it go. If the wrinkle releases fairly easily, I would say it's a good item you may want to wear to work. If it doesn't, it may not be appropriate for the job just because, you know, through the traveling, getting in and out of the car and things like that, you don't want to show up kind of looking frumpy if you're wrinkled by the time that you get there. So lastly, here on our list, we're going to go through how do I wear this? So did anyone bring an item they're having trouble styling?
It was in the notice.
You did? Okay.
My bald head.
You're styling it perfectly, just the way you are. Or is there something that you have at home you have trouble styling?
When you say styling, do you mean like accessorizing?
Accessorizing, how to put it together. I'm not sure if I should wear this pant, a jacket, a scarf, what kind of shoes I should wear with it.
Can I wear scarves?
Of course. Yes, that's a part of your personality. Yes, that showcases your personality and who you are. Yes, sir.
I have a real question this time. A lot of the business casual stuff that I have been referred to by others and that other people wear are a lot of it short sleeves. I am fairly tattooed. I normally see this as being unprofessional. I also have multiple sclerosis, which means in the summertime, the heat kills me. So normally I wear suits, and I've tried to become very accustomed to that, but they're hot. If I wear business casual with short sleeves, you know, nice untucked, really nice shirts and stuff like that, they look good, but my tattoos are showing. Now, my degree, I have a master's, it's a business degree in leadership. If I walk into a place like that, should I cover my tattoos or not?
Is it in a tech field?
Well, no. It'd be more in administrative, non-tech, because I don't have experience in tech.
What I would suggest if, like the long sleeve makes you hot, what you really want to think about is the type of material. So wearing things that are all natural materials like cotton and linen.
Cover the arms.
If that's what you feel more comfortable doing. In Austin, I know it is very acceptable to have tattoos that are out.
So in Austin, normally it wouldn't be a problem?
I have not seen it. I personally probably would say to wear a long sleeve shirt if you're working like in a business office setting.
Okay.
And if you are to wear a long sleeve shirt in that setting, think about the material of the item. 100% cotton is going to keep you cooler, it's going to wick away the moisture, and also linen.
But for like a business casual interview?
A business casual interview, I would probably say to wear a long sleeve shirt.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, Ms. Kathy, and then I'll come back to you.
What about, a look that I really like in a guy is when they wear like a, I don't know if it's some kind of round looking t-shirt really, looks kind of silky, and then a blazer. And could, so that would be a, you know, t-shirt that would be short sleeve so it wouldn't be hot.
Right.
And then, but you put a blazer on top of that. Is that a look that would work in an interview, do you think?
It depends on the business. For the gentleman in the back, that may be too casual. A button down may be more appropriate for him, but in a more casual setting, wearing a t-shirt and a blazer on top would be appropriate
I don't know,
for
is
some
that what you
places.
call it? When it's like a dress t-shirt, when it's like silky, but it's t-shirt shaped. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think just a basic t-shirt with a blazer on top and a nice casual pant and a nice shoe would work. But it depends on that particular industry. Yes, ma'am. Miss Lady.
It was the same comment that Matthew was making, except that I was going to also, when you're outdoors, especially in Austin, it's not late fall, early spring, it's going to be hot, but inside is always cold, mostly cold. So you can always put your jacket or your blazer on when you're into the building, and you should be fine.
Absolutely. The layers. Yes, ma'am.
Getting ready for a job interview is stressful enough, and so the idea of putting out what you're gonna wear. So I build my closet with like dresses, and then I always put on this when I come to it. And so it's, when are dresses appropriate? I mean, to wear.
Oh, a dress is always appropriate.
I mean, I like that you did yours.
Yes, a dress is always,
For a job interview?
yes.
And because they use casual shoes, so I worry about the, you know, how long the earrings should be, how high should the heels be? that
So
kind of thing.
you can do a pattern dress or a solid color dress, put on a black blazer or maybe even a white blazer to just try to take all the other thinking things out of it. Wear a flat, a simple earring, and that's appropriate for an interview. If you know, just to not overwhelm yourself.
Okay.
Or even if you're not in blazers, you can wear a cardigan, or I would always suggest wearing a belt too. Accessories really elevate your look as well.
Dress, I keep wearing pants, if I'm going into somewhere like that, because I just don't know when to buy my clothes. Do I have, if I wear a dress, do I have to wear clothes?
That is a fashion thing I really think that is kind of going away more now. You don't have to wear hose. Now, I do know if you really work in corporate America, like if you are a lawyer, you work for an accounting firm, some of those places do still require ladies to wear hose. But most places don't anymore.
Could I give a bit of a suggestion for people if you're not sure what to wear to an interview?
Sure.
So what helped me with Sugar Fana was I really simply searched Sugar Fana employees on Google Images, and I tried to reflect what they were wearing, so it's a lot of black and white, and that really helps. Or if you're not sure about tattoos, you can always talk to the employer or do a bit of research and see if tattoos are acceptable. And if they are in the workforce, then I would maybe feel a little more comfortable showing at least a little bit, maybe a rolled up sleeve that kind of hints that you have tattoos. And then if you get there and the employee might have tattoos like our manager does, then you feel a lot more comfortable, okay, this is acceptable. He can show his tattoos, so I can as well. Versus if you find out they're not acceptable, then it might be best to hide them.
Just on the tattoo, there's a makeup called dermablend
Yes.
for covering them.
Yes.
Would you repeat that in the over mic so it gets into the?
Oh, Jason, he was saying that there's a makeup called Dermablend where you can cover up your tattoos if tattoos will be an issue at work. Yes, sir.
I love wearing ties, okay? And I feel like I'm ahead of the game mentally walking in with a tie. Yet in Austin and other places, ties are, you know, out those double doors. So how do you feel about ties? I have a red tie that I totally love, but I feel it's accountability to people when I feel like I'm leaning into the situation, I'm sharper up here.
If you wear a tie, you feel sharper. I love a tie. I think that you can make a tie look casual, but if it's really going to affect how you communicate to the hiring manager and the culture, and they don't feel like you will be fitting in, it may be a negative, even though you really like ties. Yeah, and
What would be some alternatives to ties?
an alternative to a tie, like you still want to wear.
But, yeah, I mean, what else, if the tie's not gonna work in a,
He can, a casual blazer and a tee, button-down shirt. If he did just really want to wear the tie, and that's a part of your personality, I would suggest going with a much more casual look on the bottom, going with that casual shoe that I talked about. So you don't, or jeans, so you don't look off-putting. There's a way to be able to express your personality and to be able to achieve your career goals at the same time. But there are sometimes there are times where you're gonna have to bend a little bit. Yes, sir.
The way I'm dressed now with the tie, the vest, the sleeves rolled up, would you consider, and slacks and dress shoes, would you consider this more casual?
Yes, business casual, yeah.
Okay. Now I've succeeded at something in my life. I can cross that off my bucket list now.
If you rolled the sleeve down, then it would look more dressy.
Right.
Travis, you can do it. I can be at your doge for today.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So with the job fairs coming up next week, variety of job fairs, I'm coming in not living in Austin, not being with what the styles are in Austin, and planning to wear a suit and tie for that. Is that inappropriate?
I think what you have on now will be appropriate. Since you're not sure of the culture of all,
Maybe put a tie on.
of all the different, I probably wouldn't even put the tie on. Like what you have on now would be appropriate for that.
In the job fair.
Yes, sir. Now, if you're maybe, north or somewhere else, maybe on the East Coast, wearing the suit may be more appropriate. But here, you have on a really nice blazer, a casual. This is a smart look, what I talked about earlier. Right.
Even Dallas.
Right, Dallas.
Is blazer.
So no tie, so like what I'm wearing now.
Yes.
Take one with you in case you get an interview.
Yes. Yeah. What you're wearing now would be perfect.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's more comfortable.
Yes, ma'am.
So I've seen some men wear bow ties and they do it well.
Yes.
That's an alternative to a tie.
Yeah. It is still maybe, I think the whole tie thing is a little dressy for some companies with the business casual look.
And you can repeat the question if you might.
Oh, she was saying that a bow tie could be another alternative to wearing a tie.
And that's not as dressy.
I think that a bow tie still is very dressy and,
What about with
may
like
not be
sports
appropriate
coat?
for the culture.
With the sports coat maybe?
It looks like you're pledging then.
No, your smart look is going to be a blazer, casual pant, or a button-down shirt.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you suggesting women wear the casual tennis shoe too?
Yes, maybe not to the interview.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you're hired, you're at work, you're in a more casual setting. But of course, for your interview, you always dress a little dressier than you normally would.
When I said bow tie, I meant something that is not the black ballroom bow tie, but the other, like some people wear plaid, some people wear this kind of design and color.
Bow tie and not look like your grandfather.
Absolutely. And then
No.
some people in Texas wear a brooch. So some people do it well, it just depends.
No, I like a bow tie. They're fun. You can get different patterns and prints and things like that.
I think the key is you've got to feel comfortable with what you've got on.
Yes.
You're putting on something that you're not used to wearing. And you go in and you don't feel comfortable, you're not going to feel comfortable with it.
Absolutely.
I think the key is doing follow research because I have seen over the past, I don't know, about 6 months, folks coming to interview and they were wearing the Zuckerberg look because that's what, you find a lot of folks are looking for. They make 6-figure salaries, high 5-figure salaries. So it depends on really where you want to go to work because even old steadfast IBM, solid alma mater here, executive alma mater, changed completely. I mean, you go into IBM with the suit and tie right now, and they ask you if you come from Hamburg. It just doesn't work anymore. The point I make is this. Nowadays, more than anything else, folks are estimating when you, not so much what you look like, but you speak as you look. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Jason's got a tie on, he still looks casual.
He does.
Well, he's got interesting socks.
I like how he put the sweater vest, the sweater over the tie.
My face is probably going to be redder than this.
I think we should parade you.
Well, just to the gentleman that talked about wearing a tie, I mean, if that's your style and you own that, you're gonna come across as comfortable, but maybe there are certain situations where you wear it a little, like the collar unbuttoned and the tie a little looser. That would be certainly more casual than, it tight. Yeah.
Austin, I was telling you back there that I call it bearded boys. Most of the tech people have beards like the Boston Red Sox, but they got shaved heads, and it's all over downtown. It's Austin bad.
Your personality can align with your career goals, which you wear. There's a way to tweak it. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question about scarves. There's a lady back there, she was standing when I had my hand up with a gorgeous scarf. She's right at the back table. Would you consider that a part of business casual? And if so, would you recommend learning how to do the scarf as beautiful as that?
Yes, yes, Miss Cindy, I think she asked me about wearing a scarf. Yes, that definitely is a part of this. It's a part of your personality. And Nordstrom actually has a link where they'll teach you like 16 different ways to tie a scarf. I can send it to Kathy, and she can send it out to everyone if there's something that you're interested in.
Do you have any commentary just about color and colors in interviews and how to wear color? Do you recommend people doing something like what you're wearing, just a real black and white, for an interview? Or do you recommend a scarf or pop of color or dyeing polka dot socks? Love your socks.
What I have on is just a part of my personality. So if you're a person who likes to wear color, and then you should exhibit, hey, this is what you're going to get. So if you want to wear that red flat, the red top or the blue shirt or the polka dot socks, those little things do tell a little bit about yourself. Yeah. Yes,
I always try to wear the color of the company.
ooh, that's a good idea.
So when I went to my interview at Schwab, I had a blue shirt. That was the color of Schwab, and I wore that. Yeah. That's very smart.
In the dead of summer, I was interviewed outside in a blazer. Is there any chance that I could potentially wear like a sleeveless or a cap sleeve shirt in the future? I'm not sure, not a tank top per se, but like something with a high neck and a short sleeve.
I would make sure that the sleeve came out to where the shoulder line is.
Oh, one quick question, because I like your style, your outfit. Would you recommend wearing like a full white dress to an interview?
I would, it would depend, you know, I would. It would depend on this, like if I'm going in. She was asking, would you recommend wearing white, like I have on, to an interview? So it would depend on where I was being interviewed. If it was probably for something more in fashion, I would wear this. If it was something different, maybe technical, corporate, I may not wear a white dress.
So Bridget's in a creative career field.
Yes.
And she dresses that way. You know, it's definitely her personality, but she's a graphic artist. So she can get away with that, whereas sometimes for some people that would be inappropriate, but for her,
She still looks very
it all looks great.
And I was going to raise my hand, ask this, like, for the past several years, I've been working in places where, you know, jeans, t-shirts, tennis shoes are just fine. So any business type clothing I ever had, it quit fitting long time ago. So for me, it's like I've got two modes. Either I am super casual with my geeky t-shirts, or I am in like a skirt dress.
Yeah.
And there's just no real in between for me. So what do I do?
I think you work in creative, like graphic design and things like that. Yeah. I think that it's kind of fun. You can dress a lot of different ways. There's no, you don't have to have the smart look of a blazer and khaki pants. Yeah. So I think you have many options. You can wear pretty much.
As long as it seems reasonably appropriate.
Yes.
So when you say blazers, would something like this work as opposed to a regular blazer? I'm a little bit older. When I wear a blazer, I look really dressed up. And I don't care if I wear it with jeans.
No, I think what you have on will work. It probably would depend on the material. Like if that was a denim material, it would be too casual, but the material is dressier.